What do we have here? Welcome back. I'm here. And this is another scary home security video compilation. All of these were sent in by viewers just like you. So, let's jump right in. First up, we have to look at this footage that was captured by a doorbell camera. The original poster said he checked his camera and it showed this guy standing on his porch in the middle of the night. He didn't recognize him, and when he went outside to check, he was gone. So here we can see, it was definitely nighttime. You can tell by how dark it is. Then out of nowhere, we see this man step onto the porch. That's pretty weird because you don't expect to see anyone there. If he lived alone, that would be especially strange. But that's not even the weird part. What's strange is that he doesn't move at all for about 2 minutes. He's just standing there motionlessly. You can see the wind blowing and moving the tree. But he's completely still. Is he a statue or something? But of course he isn't, because if you look closely, you can see that he's breathing heavily. What is he doing? Why is he standing there so long? Did the owner see him at some point and talk to him? It sure seems like it. But the weird thing is, the owner never sees him leave. He just vanishes. So that raises more questions than answers. What was this guy doing on the porch? Who was he? And why didn't he leave? Next up, we have to look at this story where someone's chair was mysteriously moving around their house. Now this comes from a Reddit user who said that this was at his parents' house. They saw the video after the fact, so they had no idea it was happening. Now, if you watch closely, you can see a chair sliding forward. It almost looks like it's floating because nothing is moving except the chair. The curtains are still and there's no movement anywhere else. Yet the chair just moves across the room. That's crazy. Then it does it again, only this time it goes backward. How is it possible? Is it some kind of prank? Well, my guess is that it wasn't because they weren't home. No one was there. They were out when this happened. So how could it have been a prank? Also, this person pointed out that the clip was sped up. In reality, the chair moved much slower, like an ice skater gliding across the floor. Again, it just moves with no explanation. There's absolutely no logical reason for this to happen. The most frightening part is that nobody was there. Just imagine if this happened while someone was home. They would think their house was haunted. Moving along, we have to look at this next clip, which shows an animal doing something it shouldn't be able to do. Now this person said they live in a big city, so it's not like he lives in the woods or anything. So what you're looking at is a raccoon doing something strange. Now raccoons are usually very smart animals, but in this clip, you can see it doesn't know what to do. It's making weird movements and can't seem to get up the stairs. Now, at first, I thought it might be injured or sick, but that doesn't explain why it's climbing the stairs in the first place. What is it trying to do? Does it want to get inside the house? Well, maybe it's looking for food. But again, that doesn't explain why it's acting so strangely. In any case, whatever it's trying to do, it doesn't succeed because it ends up falling off the stairs. But even after falling, it doesn't run away. It just sits there. And that's weird. But that's not even the weirdest part. What's really strange is that it suddenly vanishes, literally seconds before it was there. But now it's gone. Where did it go? How did it disappear? Honestly, that's what scares me the most. It's the unknown. Was it a raccoon? Did it teleport? Who knows? Now, we have to look at this story where a shadow figure is seen crossing in front of the camera. This person said they live in a 2-story apartment. One day they were home alone when their phone alerted them that motion had been detected in the living room. They went to check and this is what they saw. They're standing in the hallway, which is clearly empty. But if you watch closely, you can see a shadow quickly cross in front of the camera. That's crazy. What was it? Who was it? Well, the answer is both. A second later, another shadow crosses the frame, but this time it's accompanied by a full-body apparition. It almost looks like a woman. She appears to be wearing pajamas and is walking down the hall, but that's not even the scariest part. If you watch closely, you can see that the light flickers, as if the bulb is being unscrewed and screwed back in. You can clearly see the brightness fluctuate, yet there's no one there. It wasn't the wind or a pet. It was something else. And finally, we have to look at this footage that was captured by a security camera outside of a house. Now what you're looking at is a hooded figure sneaking into the backyard. That's already pretty strange because it is nighttime and there is no good reason to be in someone's backyard at this time. Maybe they're trying to steal something, but they wouldn't be so careful if that were the case. Instead, they seem almost ghostly. Now this person said they confronted the hooded man and asked him what he was doing, but as soon as he heard the voice, he vanished off frame. He literally disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a black hoodie. It's crazy. So I don't know what this guy was doing in the backyard, but it's clear that he didn't want to be seen. It's also clear that he wasn't scared of confrontation. Otherwise, he wouldn't have walked past the porch light. Whatever he was doing, he knew the risk, and he did it anyway. That's unsettling. Thanks for watching. Those were some scary videos. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below and tell me what you thought of the video. Which part scared you the most? Let me know, and maybe I'll include your comment in my next video. Also, please remember to leave a like if you haven't done so already. It really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, check your cameras tonight. You might not like what you see. Comment your scariest moment.